16 different industries that anywhere you are in the world, these 16 industries are things you can explore. And then in these 16 industries, I'm now also going to tell you seven. I'll give you the 16 or 17 industries, and then I'll give you 7 areas that you can operate in each of the industries. So you can now multiply that 7 and 16 and see the possibilities that are available for you to explore. Do we understand that? So number 1, food. Anything food. Because food is one of the basic needs of man. So anything food, if it is well done, well packaged, well positioned, you will do well anywhere in the world. Number 2, clothing, fashion. Even poor people want to look good, and there is fashion for every level. So anything clothing, anything fashion, anything that value chain is a big business any day, anytime. Number 3, shelter, real estate. Any day, anytime, people need a place to live. You'll be amazed that even under the bridge, people are collecting rent. I hope you know. All those people you see under the bridge that you say there are landlords under the bridge collecting rent per night for you to sleep. So shelter is a big business. And no matter how sophisticated we become, even if we decide to say they will give you a tablet that will make it to stand like this for 10 hours, you will still need a place to stand. So everybody will still need to pay. So shelter. So sit down and begin to think of different dimensions of real estate. Number 4 is communication. We will forever need to communicate. So anything that has to do with communication is a major business. So that's why you see the telecom industry. I hope you know that the airtime you are buying, have you sat down to think about it? Air is free, time is free. So what are you really paying for? No, think about it. Airtime. You know, air is free, time is free now, but you are buying airtime. It's because somebody understands that for every time you are talking, they can collect money from your talking. And they have created a system to make you pay for air and time that God gave you free. So sit down, look at all these areas. Number 5, transportation. Every level of transportation. You can create even regional transportation. You can even come up with new kinds of transportation that can create an entirely new market. So transportation in all its level, anywhere in the world. Number 6, education. Big business. Listen and listen well. Right now, 76% of Nigerians are below the age of 35. 76% of Nigerians are below the age of 35. By 2050, which is 27 years from now, Nigeria will be 300 million plus people. In 27 years, we're going to be the 3rd largest nation on earth, next to China and India. Nigeria, in 27 years, we're going to be the 3rd largest nation on earth. In 27 years. So listen and listen well. All these 180 something million people that are below the age of 35, many of them are not having any children yet. So by the time they start, right now our median age in Nigeria is 19.5. So the middle age in Nigeria is 19 and a half years old. That's the median age of Nigerians. So it means that an average Nigerian now is 19 years old. It's less than 20 years old. So if all of them give birth to two children each, just calculate it and think of the schools that all of them will need. And I hope you know, I've been alive now for over 50 years. Sit down and go and do your research. How many schools has the federal government or state government built in the last 40 years? Nothing. It's private school, private university. And guess what? In the last 12 years alone, read the School of Money book. As at 12 years ago, we had maybe 27 or 127 universities. Now, between that 12 years later, the one we don't join, they never reach 100. Right now, in Nigeria today, every year, the people that graduate, that do WAEC, is over 1 million every year. And the number of university admission that is available in Nigeria right now, private, is less than 300,000. So 1.2 million people are graduating, only 300,000 are admission. So that means 800 people, 800,000, nowhere to go. Then the 800,000 of last year still there. The 800,000 2 years ago still there. That's to show you the kind of money. If you know how much we are spending, go to Ghana, people are inside container going to school. If you know how much, go to Benin Republic, go around the African. Didn't you see which one? Is it Sudan or where did they bring Nigeria recently? There's one country now, Sudan now. You know, see how they bring a plenty. You go mind you say Nigeria there. There's food everywhere because there's no school. It's big business, and that's just traditional school. Though. We have not spoken about other alternative education. Academics. You have not even talked about music school. We have not spoken about acting school. We have not spoken about football academy. We have not spoken about all manner of educational level. Billions sitting down to be made. And you don't have to be say, I don't have dream for, it's not my passion. Forget passion. It's not about passion. It's where the money is, where the opportunity is. Set up the school. Let people that have the passion run it. Own it. Let them run it. Let them be passionate while you are profitable. Number 7, finance. Finance is big business. Big business. Many of you don't know how much money people are making from all this banking, microfinance, pension fund administrator, health insurance, all the big money. Once you're able to get all this license, big money. All this bank, they are fraud. They are chopping money. They go collect money for text message, collect money for email, collect COT, could charge you for everything. Big money that these guys are making. How much does it take to start a bank? I'm chartered accountants. You can't start bank. Hello? So finance. A lot of people need financial education. A lot of people need financial literacy. A lot of people need financial guidance. Next, media and technology. Media and technology. Can't you see what's happening now with social media? Media and... Oh, thank you. I look too far from that place. So media and technology. So begin to think of media. I own a TV station. Look, people are watching TV on their phone now. After a while, nobody will be watching normal terrestrial TV. There's so much money to be made. There's so much opportunity in media. So media and technology. So sit down and begin to think of where to put money. Because see, before now, one of the mistakes many of us made when we started out is that we'll go and produce a product. We'll now be looking for the market. And we're trying to convince people that the product is good for them. But we have now learned that that's not the way to go. First of all, discover the market. What do people need? And then create a product to meet that demand. So it's not about passion. The way people are running away now, if you start a seminar now, how to relocate to Canada with ease, you don't need prayer, you don't need anointing, everywhere go full. Because that is a river that is flowing now. Instead of trying to force people. No. Hello? Let me tell you something. Many of these things we say, packaging, branding, customer service, they are all good though, but it's when your product is not needed that you need all those things. When people are hungry, they don't care whether the food came from Buka or restaurant. Hello? When the woman is in labor, she doesn't know whether the doctor is a man or woman, whether he's an Hindu or the doctor has tattoo. If she's in labor and the doctor comes with tattoo and earring, he go deliver. Hello? It's when your product is not needed. Think about it. If you have been believing God for a child for like 15 years of marriage, and then finally your doctor calls you to tell you that you are pregnant and congratulate you, is there any way he will say it that will make you angry? There's no way we say that will make you angry, because the news is bigger than his attitude, is bigger than his... So when you are talking customer service, I know they are good, but be sure that your product is needed first, so that when you fail the customer service, they will keep coming because of the product. Because the thing is needed. Hello? Number 9, safety and security. Big business. Big business. Many of you don't know that some people, what they are selling is weapon, and they are making billions. I hope you know they are good. That's what they sell in Nigeria. They are weapon distributors. Legal. I'm not talking of the legal. Legal. They sell gun. They sell ammunition. There are people in the security business. It's big business. Security, big business. Many people don't even know that there is private security in Nigeria. Many people don't know that there is security gadget alone. Spray, all those things. There are all manner of businesses. So safety and security, because people want to be safe. They want to be secure. Under that safety and security, CCTV, all these things, they are all these other big business. Billions to be made. Product manufacturing, the manufacturing sector. The amazing thing about manufacturing is nobody has the copyrights for manufacturing. Manufacturing is a global thing. As water is now, you can start your own. Nobody can say you cannot start water. Their own are blue, your own be yellow. Their bottle will be like this, your bottle will be like this. Water. So manufacture. So sit down. Every day we drink water. Every day we use toilet roll, clean mobile. Every day we are bathing ourselves. All these things are big business. So soap, cleaning soap, washing soap, drinking water, tissue paper, all manner. Do you know that people are importing toothpick? Government has now had to double and multi-double the import duty on toothpick. What did they take the toothpick? Matches. All manner of things that you can produce. And you guys in the East, you are the headquarters of manufacturing. You are the China of Nigeria. So manufacturing is big business. Now, one of the things that is causing problem for manufacturing is about to stop now, because they have now signed the electricity bill. So power is a major problem. So guys, you should go and start your own electricity now, because now you don't need license. You can do 1 kilowatt, 1 megawatt or whatever without license. So you can start coming together now, all of now, for Onitsha market, Ariara market, all of that, come together, do 1 megawatt, be doing your power by yourself. So you can come together in clusters and start your own power company and be doing your power without license. It has been signed. Every state can now do license electricity. Every individual can now do electricity. So the yoke is broken. The door is open for people to enter now and start making their money. So you can do your own electricity and sell to your neighbor. It's now liberalized. The new president has signed it. So manufacturing. Then power and energy, which is the next one. Power and energy. The power sector is a multi-billion-dollar sector. And with this new bill, the door is open. There's so much money to be made. Do you know how much money is in inverter, is in solar, is in alternative energy, is in energy saving bulb? Power and energy, super money. Billions to be made. And China is your neighbor. You know China. You just go there, place your order, tell them what you want. They put your name there, they import it. You put know how to bring container. It's your area. Next is sports. Sport is big business, but unfortunately, people are only in the entertainment aspect of business. You want to wear jersey, you want to wear this, but you don't make money. There's so much money in sports, all manner of sports, all dimensions of sport. You now know the amazing thing about sports is that there's even so much money waiting for people that are sport practitioners. There are people that have money all over the world looking for who to come and support. I meet people all over the world and they say, do you have anybody that is into the softball? I say, Nigeria, we should be softball. Do you have anybody that is into volleyball? Everybody's doing football. But all these other ball, volleyball, softball, leg ball, handball, all their money abroad, grants available. Hello? So think of sports. You can start catching them young. Do you know that if you get one player, just the transfer fee or sign-on fee can settle you? So there are a lot of people that are jobless that are everywhere. You can begin to think of all these things. So sports, leisure and entertainment. Leisure and entertainment. Today now, our music and our comedy and our movie has gone all over the world. There's money to be made in leisure and entertainment. That's an industry. The entertainment sector, event center like this, solid event center are still needed all over the country. Different meeting rooms are still needed all over the country. Entertainment shows, entertainment platforms are still needed all over the country. A lot of people are looking for a clean place, amusement park, all over the country, where people can go with their family. No alcohol, no smoking, no lewd music, no nudity. Big business. Intellectual property. Big business. Intellectual property. Coming up with something that is your own invention that the world can enjoy. Number 15, health and wellness. Health and wellness. Spa, massage parlor, healthy food, healthy drinks, healthy, all kinds of people are now more conscious of their health. And there's so much billions locked up in health and wellness. Exercises, videos, aerobics, all kinds of things. The health and wellness industry, there are so many things within the value chain of health and wellness. Number 16, value system and religion. Value system and religion. Even though many people don't believe, but ministry is needed. And when we say value system and religion, we are talking of church and everything that will help people mentally, mental health, family health. These are all different massive industries that are needed. Listen to me, I can tell you for free, in this country, many of us are not normal. I can tell you for free, many of us are not normal. It's when you travel, you realize you are not normal. When you are here, you think you are normal. The way you shout on the phone, it's when you go abroad and you are like, they hear themselves. Many of us are deaf in Nigeria. We are deaf. Too much noise pollution. Our ear don't block. You don't even know. Now when you travel, you realize that you make noise. You are shouting. You say, no, wait, I was talking. What are you talking about? You even be arguing because you are coming from a lower level. Hello, many of us we are traumatized. We are traumatized. We are not normal. You need mental health. Many of us marriages are suffering. You need. These are ministries that are big things that will help to save people. Mental health, physical health. Do you know what the level of addiction to drugs, cortisol? So we need this. It's a major industry. Rehabilitation center is needed. All these things are heavy. And then number 17, which I just want to add. So if you go into the School of Money book, this number 17 is not there, but just to add it to let us know that things are changing. We have entered into what we call the 4th industrial revolution, and the 5th industrial revolution has opened up. So you need to begin to think into the future, because AI is changing things now. AI is changing things. And listen, 85% of the job that exists now will no more exist in 50 years. So many people are going to lose their jobs. So you need to begin to think AI now, begin to think robotics, begin to think 3D, begin to think, cryptocurrency, not crypto like this crypto they are doing. I just understand cryptocurrency as then animations, all these things. These are the future. Because now you have Siri, you have Alexa, a lot of things are going to change. So you need to so all the young people, so many of you that are adults and elderly, that have teenage children, that are about to enter university, position them into all these things. All these, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer. All those are fake job now. I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer. Those are expired career. All of you sending your children to go and study medicine, go and study law. You're just wasting your time away. I'm telling you for free. Go and do your Google. So Watson is the new lawyer. They are now global lawyer, software and IB lawyer. And a software knows all the law of all the world. You were called to buy in Nigeria. You can't practice in London. When you go to London, you have to understand the bar of law. But the software is a global lawyer that knows all the law of every country. And those are the lawyers now. So lawyer don't change you. Yeah, they go send your children to law school. You're just wasting money. You better gather money and do something meaningful with your life. And say, my child is a mess. He's going to study medicine. I still see parents doing that, and I just feel sorry for you. By that 7 years time when your son will graduate, let medicine don't finish. It's because we have useless hospitals here. That's why you think that all those things that is useful. Go abroad now. Robots they do hospital. Hello. Our last born is 10 years plus. When he was born in 2013, it was a robot that took delivery. Open my wife like this, open the thing, bring out the pikin, put stitcher. I was there. The machine, they just press the machine, just came and open it, bring out the bus. They say, oh, yeah, make a cut up there. I say, I know if you cut, make it finish that job. If you look at my wife's womb now, you won't see anything there. If they tell you that the baby came out of here, you won't see anything. Laser, 13 years, 10 years ago. Now you see the doctor, they kill you for hospital. They cut you like goats. You want to go and study medicine. So if you have all these your young children now, send them to study the course of the future, not the course of the past. The course of the future. Let them solve tomorrow's problem now. And all these 5-year schools, 10-year schools, 7-year schools, waste of destiny. 2-3 years is enough to learn what you need. Then you begin to do upgrade. So all your teenage children now sit down. Many of you now school fees they kill you, and the school fees is even useless. Once they finish secondary school, don't waste any money on university without sitting down and having a discussion with them to know where their destiny is. Hello? If now catering he won't do, let him go straight to the school of catering. 2 years and come out, and then she's good to go. If now fashion, send her to the best fashion school. 2 years is out. Not to go to school and be wasting your money and wasting time. Okay, so let's now look at the channel. So please, this mathematics now. So I have given you 17 areas. Right? So the 7th one is an addition, so you can stay with 16 just to be on the safe side. So now, let me now give you 7 channels in those 16, 17 areas. So we can now pick one as example, and then I wrap up with multiple streams and we'll take questions. So now listen. In those 7 areas, in those 16, 17 areas, number 1, you can focus on raw material. You can focus on what? Raw material. So that means if you pick an industry, you don't necessarily have to play in the entire value chain. You can just decide to say, look, in this industry, I want to be in the raw material level. So, for instance, if you pick food, you don't have to cook any food. You don't have to have a restaurant. You can decide to say, me, I want to just be a farmer. So my own is to plant corn and give you corn. That's all. You can say, me, I just want to have a poultry to give you chicken and egg. I'm not interested in whether you fry it or you cook it. It's not my business. So that is one level. It's called what? Raw material. Number 2 is processing. You can decide to say, look, me, I'm not interested in farming. I'm not interested. But I want to operate in the processing level. So it means that you will have the poultry. When you have done all the wahala of the poultry, I will come to your poultry, buy the egg. I will now sort the egg into size, put my sticker on the egg, and package it to now go and sell. Your own is to do poultry, but I will now come to your poultry. I will now buy the chicken. I will skin it, prepare it, and then I will sell it in a nylon. Do you understand now? So your job may be raw material. Somebody else can say, me, I just want to stay in the processing level. Number 3, packaging. Somebody can decide to say, look, my own is packaging, so I will just be printing the carton you will need to put the egg, or I'll be printing the nylon you will need to put the, or my own is to print the sticker to do this. So your own is just packaging. Now, I hope you know, if you go to hotels, you see small bottles in the hotel. Shampoo, conditioner, bath gel. I hope you know that it is somebody producing. It's not the hotel business. It's somebody else that will produce it, and they will put the hotel address and everything, and the hotel will go there, order for 10,000, they collect. So some people are just into packaging. Those people, some of them, they are not the one producing the bicycle. They are not even the one producing the soap. They collect the soap in drums of 200 gallons drums and bring it. Then they buy the plastic and they just have stickers to say, okay, which company. They put it on logo, and they are just making their money. So you can decide to choose any of these 7 areas. Number 4, distribution and haulage. Distribution and haulage. Many times when you see a lot of those trucks carrying things on the road, it is not the company that owns the truck. Somebody else is the owner of the truck that is involved in what? Distribution and haulage. And that is big business. So some people just buy trucks. Some of them even attach their trucks to a company, and they're just collecting money every month. So you need to look at each of these to say, which area do I want to play in? Which area do I want to play in? Number 5, publicity and adverts. PR companies are doing billions. Billions. All this billboard you see, all these newspaper adverts, TV adverts, social media, there are people doing billions as PR company just doing market publicity and advertisements for people. Marketing and sales. A lot of people are just marketers and distributors for different companies. Marketers and distributors. We have a lot of people in our real estate industry. In the last 1-2 months, we have been discussing with 2 or 3 marketing companies to come and help us market some of our property. If you see the level of shakara of these people, because they are just marketers, they don't own any land, they don't own any estates, but they are realtors. So they have gathered a network of people, they have trained them, and they are looking for who has genuine land. They will help you sell the land. One of the companies where I'm a board chairman, in January, we launched a new product. By March, they have sold 800 million in less than 60 days. And how much is their commission? 25%. 25% of it. They don't get land though. Nobody can get the estate though. But they are marketers. Marketing and sales. So there are people that have product looking for who to help them market. So you can be a marketing company to market things for people and be a major distributor. And you'll be amazed at the markup that you can make. So that is number 6. Then number 7 is regulation and governance. Regulation and governance. Look, let me tell you something about regulation and governance. You see, government needs money anywhere in the world. If you can help government to identify a money-making opportunity, as long as they are not going to spend any money, if you can show the government that, look, there is an opportunity that can give you a revenue of 1 billion a month, but before I show you the opportunity, I agree that you sign document with me that I will be the one to manage it. It's private sector, and you give me 20% of every revenue I'm able to generate, and you give me license to operate. You'll be shocked at many areas on earth today where there's stupid money. I'll just give you one example. Many years ago, when you come to Lagos, you will see what we call fluorescent banner, church banner all over Lagos. You see across the road, green, lemon green, orange, white banner everywhere. Then Nollywood, you will see poster all over the bridges everywhere in Lagos, poster everywhere, they deface everywhere. Then one guy showed up from America. He said, this is not you can do this. You know, in New York, we make so much money in the city of New York. Even if you go to New York, inside taxi there's adverts. On top taxi there's adverts. When you enter out there, inside the lift, there's space, you go pay. Inside lift, everywhere they monetize it. That's how the guy came, wrote a proposal to the Lagos State government that I have a revenue level that can give people billions every year. That's what led today. Now we have in Lagos what we call LASA, Lagos State Signature Signing and whatever. That was a private thing that a guy brought, made billions. They now start, when they saw the money the guy was making, they were now looking for a way to use regulation to hedge the guy out, hedge him out, until Fashola came. They just colored the guy. Now we have LASA. If you know, to do anything in Lagos now, even ordinary poll, say you put something on some poll, now 80,000, 80,000. One pole. So if you have NEPA pole, you know all those poles on the road, all those adverts you see is 80,000, 100,000 for one pole. They are making billions. You can't do anything now. Any banner you put in front of your house, they have showed up. You have to pay. If somebody else, so there are many money making, refuse disposal. There are many money making opportunities. So when you are looking at all those industry, you may look at it one by one and say, okay, that is where I come back to spirituality. The problem I have with the church is that we don't understand that you are either in the secret court or you are in the secret place. We don't understand that it is wisdom that makes known the knowledge of witty invention. You don't realize that it is when you are a person of faith and you connect to God, that while you are praying in the Holy Ghost will illuminate your mind and begin to drop ideas on where the money is for you. Because it's called the hidden riches of secret places and the treasures of darkness. So these are areas that you can now explore. Do we understand that? If you know better, you will do better. A lot of us are poor not because we did not go to school, but because we don't have financial education and financial intelligence. Schools don't teach financial intelligence. You can be a professor of economics or a dean of faculty of econs and you are going on strike because they don't pay your salary. Why? Because even though you have PhD in economics, you cannot manage your own personal accounts. A chartered accountant that cannot charter Uber. So you find out that when it comes to wealth creation, academic education does not translate to financial freedom. So there is nothing wrong in going to school. There is nothing wrong in having the certificate and having the degree. But there is nothing good about having a great degree and still being a great degree of debt. So you need to understand that you need financial education. Financial education comes through personal development. You need to consciously, intentionally, and strategically give attention to learning about money, how to make it, how to manage it, how to multiply it, assets, liabilities, annuities, all the things you need to learn. You need to study and learn. Now, I believe that if you want to succeed in any area of life, you need to read the number of books commensurate to your age in that aspect of life. If you want to become successful in relationship and you are 26 years old, I will advise you buy 26 books on relationship and begin to read it, because you become what you eat. You become what you read. If you are not informed, you'll be deformed. If you are not inspired, you will expire. What you know determines how far you go. Information is the key to transformation. If you want to become successful in finances, you are 37 years old, go get 37 books on finances. By the time you keep reading and reading and reading and reading, you will become it. Because if you are a medical doctor today, you did not become a medical doctor because somebody laid hands on you and prophesied. You did not become a medical doctor because somebody gave you communion or they broke the altar of your father's house. You did not become a medical doctor because you did night vigil and you fasted. No, you became a medical doctor because you gave attention to a body of knowledge consistently over time. When you went in, you were ordinary. When you came out, you are a doctor. Why? 4 years, 6 years, 7 years of learning about the same thing transformed you. So you want to become rich, you want to become wealthy, financial education, because you have to become rich to attract riches. You have to become wealthy to attract wealth, and to become it, you become it by knowledge. So as you begin to know, the more you grow, because your learning capacity is what determines your earning capacity. Number two, because of time. Once you begin to learn, please listen, you don't ever graduate from the school of learning. The day you stop learning, you start dying. Because in this kingdom, we don't blow, we grow. So if you jump up, you will come down. If you grow up, you will stay up. So don't have this blowing mindset. We don't blow here because bombs blow, balloons blow, and they disintegrate. So we don't blow, we grow. Now, when it comes to law, number one, you don't graduate. There's no graduation in the school of learning. You keep learning and learning and learning and unlearning and relearning. Law number two, the law of delayed gratification. The law of delayed gratification. Now, there is morning, afternoon, evening, and night in the seasons of our lives. But you need to understand that when you begin to grow through life, the money you make needs to be well managed in order for you to become wealthy. And one of the things you need to do early is to do what? To delay gratification. The law of delayed gratification. A lot of us are where we are today because our bungalow is in our wardrobe. Bag and shoe to match, yet your destiny is not matching your bank account. You are wearing both straight, your life is not straight. 3-piece suits, you have 3 mobile phones like a 419, and yet you don't have any investments in any of the telecom industry, because every day you are just wasting. Nino lowo, let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. That's not the way to live as a believer. Hello, you don't waste money. So when money begins to come, you delay gratification. If you wear tomorrow's clothes today, you'll be naked tomorrow. If you eat tomorrow's food today, you'll be hungry tomorrow. Hello, if you live tomorrow's life today, you have no life today. So the law of delayed gratification. So when people are doing all kinds of stuff, don't join them. Many of us that you see today, that you look at and say, oh, this person has money, this person is that, is because we delayed gratification. As a young man growing up, when I understood what I'm sharing now, 1997 was my own turnaround. I got married first in 1997, and I came in because I got born again as a teenager. I've been around in the church since the 80s, so I just believe that everybody in church is born again. I came in with naivety, and when the woman told me, I love you the way you are, I believed. I did not know that I love you the way you are does not mean I love you to remain the way you are. I did not realize that there is no romance without finance. And I came in with full disclosure. I said, I'm a pastor, we just have 200 members, I've written some books, but I'm doing this. He said, no problem, no, it's not about money, I love you. God has spoken to me, I believe. Only for me to enter and now realize there's no romance without finance. You don't ever want to be there when to begin. I have been reading Bible. Timothy didn't come alive until I got married. He that cannot take care of his house is worse than an infidel. Are you a man? I'm like, hey? I'm a man of God, though. I mean, they talk to like this. On top money matter, I don't lie to you. Every money I have you, I say, hey, I became frustrated. I became depressed. I said, God, is this life? Now, so marriage they be. So I had to go to God and say, God, you need to change my story, because you must be sick and tired of being sick and tired. And God showed me the way out and began to share a lot of things with me. So you get them in the book because of time. But guess what? Once I understood that, as I began to make money, I was not frivolous. Till now, you can't see the wealth of my life in my physical appearance. You won't see it. Why? Because it's not necessary. Those things not necessary. All those, you don't need that. Now, guess what? I began to delay gratification. As I make money, I invest. As I make money, I buy land. As I make money, I buy. As a young man, the first set of money that I had in the days of stock market in the early 2000, I bought my first 50 acres of land in 2001. 50 acres, started an estate. By 2003, I bought 100 acres. By 2005, I bought 200 acres. I bought 70 acres of land here in Abuja in 2008. The money that people were buying brand new car, I was buying Tokumbo. Why? Because there is a future. Now, by the time you now get to your 60s, you don't want to be jumping around looking for money. Now, 2001, that land I bought in 2001, they are still dirty now. That's 24 years ago. How many of you will wait for 24 years? The one I bought in Abuja here, 2008, is still there. I still have over 200 plots I have not sold. That's still there. So you delay gratification. When we were coming up in those days, it was title. People were collecting title of bishop this, bishop that. I said, I know they do title. Let my work speak for me. And instead of spending money to do many things, I was investing. Those delayed gratification are producing results now. So you want to become rich and wealthy? The law of delayed gratification. You see, all this one, you are just spending money to look good without a good life. It's not okay. You are fixing eyelashes, fixing nails. No problem, but have you fixed your life? Because when the chips are down, you can look beautiful, and then one useless man will be abusing your life, and you will sit down there because you cannot do anything, because you can't pay rent by yourself, you can't pay school fees by yourself. A lot of African women are in abusive marriages and they cannot go anywhere, and the man knows you cannot go anywhere because he's the one sponsoring your father, your mother, and the whole of your family. And every money you get, soft life. I have soft life, soft life. Women, let me ask you a question. If your husband dies today, can you live and afford the same quality of life you have now? Can your children remain in the same school? Can you still go to summer? If you cannot, it's time to rethink your life. Then, bro, let me come to you. Bearded gang. As you are growing beards, I hope you are growing in investments. You are going to the gym, 6-pack. You don't have 6 plots of land. You don't have 6 figure. Muscular prosperity. Is that what we are going to eat? And then the amazing thing about this generation is that you don't have ego, but you have ego. You cannot have ego and have ego. It's not possible. You need to humble yourself. So delay gratification. Number 3, because of time, is the law of savings. The law of savings. What you save today will save you tomorrow. The law of savings. What you save today will save you tomorrow. If you don't save, you are not safe. you.